I want to tell you the story about how I changed my life in less than a year. New home, new project, accepted the world's leading university, I can tell you which one that is soon, and have so much love in my life, feeling so grateful, blessed, energized. Let's get into it. The last video I did on this channel was from Dubai. I actually went back to the UAE, but I went to Qatar for the World Cup, which was incredible. And then I went to Dubai for a little bit, and then I went back to London, and then to St. Bart's for New Year's. A lot of travel, it was so exciting. Had an amazing time with friends and everything like that. I came back to London, picked up the keys to a new apartment. I wanted a project. I thought I could take on the challenge. I've done properties before, and I thought, yeah, let's do it. It was actually one of my goals for 2022 was to get a new property. So I was really happy to find this one, and I really think it's going to be amazing, and I want to document it and show you guys the process. Another goal for myself that I wanted for 2023 was that I wanted to broaden my horizons. I wanted to meet new interesting people that challenge me. I love studying, I love furthering my knowledge, I love having conversations that I wouldn't usually have. I love surrounding myself with more intelligent people. Just in general, I think it's really important to have like a wide circle of friends from different walks of life. I applied for this course called Launching New Ventures. It's for entrepreneurs who want to basically launch something new. And I got accepted. It's going to be a really exciting course. Have you had any guesses of where it might be? Think Legally Blonde, that's the hint. But I'm also going to document that because I think that's going to be super exciting. I'm going to be staying in a dormitory, back to student life. It's going to be so fun, I hope. And about love, love, love. That's really what we're here for, right? That's why you clicked. You know, I am a little bit cautious with these things, especially after my breakup. Oh, I was not so cautious then when I was making those videos. But I thought it was actually useful to share that because I think it helped a lot of people. I got so many messages from you guys saying, I'm going through a heartbreak, please give me some advice. And it made me feel like I wasn't alone, which I really like. Obviously, I have to say that... What do I want to say? That's the question. You know I love discussing relationships, love, all of that thing. I mean, I created a podcast all about it because I find it so interesting. I think finding the right partner is like finding the right home, finding the right career choice. Like, you need to try a few, maybe a lot, before you can really make the right decision. And probably not going to make the right decision the first time, the second time, or third time. And maybe, you know, someone's good for a period of time. For a number of reasons you should really enjoy being single. I think firstly is that society makes us think that you have to be in a relationship, and being in a relationship is a sign of like success and stability. But, you know, so many couples are together and they're miserable. And I think most important part here is that you will actually feel more lonely being with the wrong partner than being on your own. You should never do something because you're fearful. For example, your fear of being alone. You shouldn't just jump and take the first opportunity of someone just because you don't want to be alone. That's a recipe for disaster. Beginning of the year, last year, I really was in such a good place. I was feeling so happy. I had this abundance mindset. Everything felt like it was coming to me very easily. Work, career, money, love. I can't really talk and do this at the same time. I put so much energy and focus in the love I had in my life, my family, my friends, that I felt like everything I gave out came back twice as much. I think when I see people who are struggling a bit, afraid of being alone, afraid of not finding the one, afraid their career isn't taking off in the way they wanted, they have this like scarcity mindset and everything is more of a struggle. But if you really focus and shift that perspective onto all the amazing things in your life, it really does come back to you. Another goal I had last year was to get my eggs frozen. And I went ahead and did it. I did the little injections. And I just felt afterwards so much more in control of my future. I felt like there was no rush for me to find someone. I mean, I never really felt it before, but I just thought, you know what, this just buys me some more time. I don't have to worry. And it was really an amazing thing. I felt like I took back the power and the control. Drop me any questions you have in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. I was doing a month of injections, going to the clinic every day. I stayed in London. It was before the summer. I wouldn't recommend doing it before the summer because you put on a little bit of weight. It's easy to lose, but you know, you have to want to lose it. I think that whole kind of shaping of last year, laying the foundation, doing the things that I want to do for myself that I'd put off, freezing the eggs, getting the home, put me on a footing in the new year where I was like, I'm in control. What do I want to do? I want to do this, I want to do that. I can take my time, I'm not in a rush, I don't feel I'm on a treadmill, I'm not pushing and struggling. I'm just like sit back, relax, and take time to make the right choices. Do we want to put some eyeliner? I love eyeliner. Yes, we do. Okay, I think I need to do this off camera a little bit. Give me a second. Down here. One worked out perfectly. This one not so well. So the new project is an exciting one. It is a 2-bedroom apartment in an amazing location in London. Has a garden. It's been unloved. It was an older lady that sold it to me. And so it needs a full renovation. I need to get planning permission. I need to get landlord consent. It's gonna be a big project. I'm knocking down walls, I'm putting windows, I'm making a little terrace. I'm very excited about this. I've been wanting to do a project like this for a while. I love creating and building and making something from scratch. I'm putting together the team of people, the architect, enjoying going to different furniture stores in the area, have some vintage pieces. I want to really play up the period features of the house, the 4-meter ceilings, the cornicing, beautiful wood floors. I want to create like a jewelry box style home with beautiful marble. Obviously we have to think about the budgeting. That's a good point, but I do have a lot of great ideas. I'm going to show you all the times I mess up. Then probably be some tears, but make great content. One thing I would tell my younger self is probably not to be too harsh on myself. I think that I put a lot of pressure on myself. I mean, I was a bit of a worrier, I would say, with exams, with career, and wanting to know straight away, immediately, what the next steps were. And really it is trial and error with everything. Even with this YouTube channel, even with the podcast, you have to try and at least start somewhere to get an idea of if you like it, if it's something you're good at, can add value. I would say to my younger self, like, relax, take it easy, let things come to you a little bit. Yes, push on, yes, put in the work, but don't stress yourself. If it's meant to be, it will be. If something doesn't work out, it's not the end. It's a redirection. Rejection is a redirection. It's actually a diagram which is like, if you can't change it, why worry about it? And I really do think that, like, if you can't change something, change your perspective towards it. A lot of people think, oh, I'm a failure because they focus on one small little aspect of their life that maybe isn't going so well. But if they think about all the other things that are going really well, far better than they expected, if you focus on that, then really you start feeling so much more grateful, more energized, and ready to say, okay, now I'm ready to work on this. Put some energy in that direction. Or abandon it, mission abort, and realize it wasn't worth your time. Favorite makeup product? Well, Amanda Cronin's skincare line is incredible. Such a glow on my skin. My perfume, Rouge Baccarat. I'm so into scents. My home, my body, the oils I use after the shower, the creams. Some of my favorites are by Rido. I love Mojave Ghost, is it? And the Rose one, so good. Scent really does uplift me. Recent outfit inspiration. I have really the same outfit inspiration from last year, which is Hailey Bieber. I love her style. I love her stylist, more specifically, who just finds her the best. Let me show you the back, what I'm doing here. I leave a little bit out. This is my style, so it looks a little undone. I love the little penny loafers with the socks. I like her baggy jeans with the leather corset tops. I just think she has a really effortless style, and yeah, I really source a lot of my clothes after taking inspiration from her. Best ideas of financial independence? Well, I would say, first of all, best advice is obviously spend according to what you have. Invest in things you know about, things that you understand. Obviously, I think the most stable would be to put your money into property and try and offset your living costs on rent. We're so influenced right now by social media and what we see, and everything's about new, and consumerism and what can I buy. And I am myself guilty of that, for sure. You shouldn't be getting yourself into debts. You shouldn't be taking out loans for the Tinder swindler. You don't need to put yourself in that kind of level of stress just to be having the latest thing. If you are feeling like you're under this pressure to buy new things and spend all your money, then maybe you should take some time off social media or any of these things that are influencing you to make poor decisions, poor financial decisions. My best tip for dating in London is not to stay at home on your couch watching Netflix. You're not gonna meet someone that way. I think you have to get out there, push yourself. Of course, dating apps make it so much easier to flick through, but I still believe in meeting someone face to face, and that's really where you can build a connection. Of course, on an app it gives you that introduction, but you could have probably swiped by so many great guys or girls. It's important to push yourself, make friends with other people who go out, who are social, see new things, go to new places. It doesn't have to be bars and clubs. It can be galleries, it can be events, it could be auctions, it could be the gym, it could be the grocery store. You can meet people anywhere. Obviously, if you want to meet a certain level of people, then you have to go to a certain place. For example, if you want to meet someone classy, well-educated, smart, savvy, then you're more likely to find that person in a gallery or at an event, at an art event, as opposed to meeting them in a nightclub or something like that. The chances are higher. So I guess you have to be a little bit more strategic in where you go. Having said that, I never met any of my boyfriends in an art gallery. Moving on, I never met any of my boyfriends on a dating app either. I did meet very interesting people on dating apps, and I do think there are many great relationships you can form without necessarily having to end up in a romantic relationship. Makeup look. Well, this is my daily makeup look. I like a glow on the cheekbone. I put my hair back like this. Any styling irons or heat that I add to my hair really deteriorates the quality of my hair. I've had hair up to here before where it just broke off, so I love this kind of hair back. It's clean off my face. So I'd say that my workout plan hasn't really changed. If you want to see my workout videos, I'll link them below. Yes, every day I still do my workout, the 8 or 9 a.m. for an hour. My meals have actually changed a little bit, so I used to be a lot more strict. Now I'm eating pizza, I'm trying tempura. I really want to try new things, and I think I'm a bit of a creature of habit sometimes. I do just choose the boring, healthy options of fish and meat and vegetables. I am eating more of a variety now, but I do everything in moderation, obviously. And the great thing is I haven't noticed anything different. In fact, I think I'm healthier, more balanced in my mind, and I think my body looks quite toned. So how to focus away from a terrible breakup and become a boss babe. We should get changed for this one.
I'm wearing this Loewe top with this Paul and Joe trousers, which I really like.
And my white Prada boots. My Isabel Marant jacket. My Cedric Grolet coffee bag here. And that is my look. How to refocus after a breakup. I would say just put all your energy into thinking about how this breakup is going to be a breakthrough, how it's going to lead you to finding someone better, how it's going to free up time for things that you want to do and that you want to achieve. And also write a list of things that weren't working in the relationship, because then you start getting yourself out of that fantasy. You bring them down from the pedestal you've put them on, thinking I've lost the best thing in my life, and actually realize there was many parts of the relationship that weren't working, and you're just looking at those little snapshots thinking, oh, this was perfect, this was amazing. You think about all the heartwarming memories. There was a reason for that breakup, and you should think that it's going to be the best thing that happened to you. If you have some time apart, you might realize that actually this is your person and you want to make it work, and you could get back together. That is also an option. But it will happen in its own time. If it's meant to be, it will be. Don't force it. And by the way, my best advice, they always come back. Always! I know anybody who's going through a breakup will love that I told you that, but it is true. It's just maybe probably by the time they come back, you don't want them anymore. So yeah, wait for that moment. It's gonna come. How is the moving going, and any winter holiday plans ahead? Winter holiday plans, I really want to go skiing. We're gonna have to fit that in after Harvard. Did I drop that in yet? That I'm going to Harvard next week? That is crazy.